the bottom like that, but not quite yet because it's cold, it's not doing anything, okay? So that's what it looks like first. So, go back to the thinner it is, the more bubbly and delicate and kind of lacy it looks, but it's more fragile, so you just have to be careful with that. That was 2 baby dots of green. I'm going to swirl it around, and I'm going to pour. I want to pour right up to the sides. You can always go back, and I'm going to show you that you can. Just got to get down low to make sure you go all the way up to the top. Water. And if you don't move that around, you're going to have a big, it looks kind of funky how it spreads out like that, but if you put too much, you end up having a pocket of water and it never dries. And it's a little bit on the thick side, so I can always heat it back up. Do that. Some white in. Some more. You could stir it completely or just swirl the pot. Just make sure I show you a couple of these other techniques. But I need to make sure I also have enough to build a showpiece with. So let me just do this. When you're building your long kind of portions, see how it's harder to pour now? It's because it's getting thicker. So let me warm it back up. If you do it while it's still, when it's just poured, I'll show you what that looks like when it's just poured. Does this thing where it bubbles up and you get that same kind of too much. As it sets up, you can maneuver a little bit more and change the shape of it. We'll let that sit. The other thing you can do is the show. You dip it and you lift it up and you let the excess drip off. And if you don't get all the way down, then you do it again. But just be careful of getting your fingers too close. Away, dip them in, pull them off, pull them back. These are called show peels. And then you can lay that on top of something again. Throw it on everybody. Like that.
So that one came out better than last time.
Spiral. You don't want to pour too much because then if there's too much and it just goes underneath the crate, the screen, and it sticks to the bottom, it looks like. You let the ice melt on its own, little by little. The ice will melt. You pull the paper back. And again, you'll never get a whole sheet of this, but if you try to go slowly, you're working it. Looks like glass. Right? Cool.
It is, looks like bubbles.
This is different kind of bubbles, right? Okay. And you'll have your partner, and you'll hold one piece, and you want to hold working on them. As I was talking, even it started to sit up. Every once in a while, stand back and make sure things are level as you're doing this. When you're up close, it's kind of cool thing is, well, it's still these pieces are soft. They're not really hot. I can actually get rid of the ones that drip. You can pull them off.
Hillary, can you hold up a thing for me? Hold it up? Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? Wait, oh, can I get the clothes?